Sports entertainment analysis hath only one royal
family.
Ladies and gentlemen, get your on. This is It's Boss Time, the best pure strikers in podcast history. Official Rico Costantino fan chat, sports entertainment analysis and lifestyle coaching show. We are back. I'm losing track of how many times I've said that. We've just been hopeless. We've been
at least a month.
Pretty bad. But we're here now, and this, I think, will be in audio format as well. I don't know. I want to try and figure out how to get the videos on Spotify. It's a thing.
Oh, yeah, it is.
But I'm not
I don't know
sure.
if you have to have a special account or you actually have to be a proper podcast to have that.
Look, I'm sure we could just speak to the president of Spotify.
Who's that? Spotty?
Yeah, Dr. Spots.
Ian Spot. Ian Spots.
Spot the dog, who's actually like in adulthood gone on to successful businessman
very
shows.
Wow,
true.
he's killing it, man.
Yeah.
I don't think Spot would have the acumen, but it's neither here nor there. It
Have
doesn't
you
matter.
read any Spot book? They're very, very simple. Spot
Very straightforward. Like
Spot
I
was
don't think
clearly
Spot
dropped
gets
on
it.
his head. Spot was the runt of the litter. Sheesh, Spot, run! Spot is
Or
not.
was that just the narrator who was special? Like,
The narrator was
I don't-
special. Okay, so the narrator saw something in Spot.
Yes.
So
I gotta
maybe
go
Spot
back
always
to
had
Spot.
potential. Okay.
So Spot is maybe anyway. F***ing hell. Didn't take long, did it?
Nah.
This is a wrestling podcast, believe it or not.
Spotify.
No, it's not. It's a lifestyle
It's not. It's
Lifestyle,
many
sorry.
different things. Anyway,
Lifestyle
the point is,
portion.
we're kind of a big deal. So all I need to do is give Spot a call.
Yeah. Just call Ian Spot at Spotify
It's-
Road.
Why is
180
Ian
Spotify
perfect?
Road. I don't know why his name's Ian, but yeah.
Anyway, yeah, they'll hook us up. But lots has happened in this past month. I don't know how we're going to squeeze it into half an hour, but we're going to try, right?
We're going to
Right?
really
We're going to try.
yeah.
Yeah.
Half an hour.
Let's get into it.
So you need to lead with, obviously, Vinnie Mac is gone.
Vince
That's
is gone.
number one, which is nuts to think about now.
But is he gone? Is
Yeah.
he?
I actually think he
He
really
kind
is
of,
because
I mean-
TV's been really good.
Yeah. let's just go over the things
Stands to
real
reason.
quick that have happened since he's been gone. We've got Champa all over the place. He's all up
Yeah.
in our grills.
Yep.
Well, I like that he's already dropped the green Miz friend tights. So on
Yeah.
Raw last week he had his own thing. So they're not. I think in the Vince
He
era,
had the
he had
he
the
had
I
the
have massive
tribute.
balls.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, oh yeah, he was wearing that shit.
Yeah, he was
wasn't
wearing
he,
that
for
shit.
a while. And he
Um,
got rid of that.
Yeah, but now it doesn't take long for them to, advance their characters. Where if it was Vince, he could still be in those tights for months on end and then nothing. So
Yeah.
that's good. That's
Yeah.
a good sign. Are they calling Io Shirai Io Sky now? Or was Shirai too
Yes. Yep.
Asian? I don't like that.
No, I don't know why they changed it because
I
that was
think-
already a WWE name, wasn't it? Io Shirai, or was that her actual name? I don't know. I'm terrible.
Yeah,
I don't
that
know.
sort of thing.
I guess it was.
But yeah,
Why is it?
names with two syllables, too complex for American audiences.
Well,
so,
it turns out, yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
three syllables max. You're saying 2 syllables in each name, no good. Io Shirai,
Champa,
Io
yeah,
Sky.
maybe. Yeah.
EO Sky. Yeah. That's my
Theory.
inconsistent
So like
hypothesis.
Austin theory doesn't work.
Champa.
Theory. Okay, that's better.
Theory. So if it was Oz theory,
That would
Oh,
work.
the theory being that
Oz
Australia is not a
theory,
real
yeah.
country.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Why
The
did
Oz
people say
theory.
that?
That was
We clearly are. We're one of the biggest countries in the world, but whatever, man. Yeah.
You're not
but
on board with
Champa-
the we don't exist conspiracy.
I just think it's obviously we don't. Obviously, I'm living in the UK. But
well, we are a penal colony of the UK, and we've just never.
Penal.
damn right. How fucking hell, nothing changes.
Oh, come on!
But yeah, Io Shirai, Io Sky, one of the better name changes. Wouldn't we agree?
Yeah, all right.
Like it's the same thing. Who cares?
It's weird to me because
Yeah,
it's so close that I hear it and I go, what? What?
Why is the
yeah,
EO
I
Shirai?
keep thinking they're
yeah.
mispronouncing it. I
Might
think when
as well.
she debuted at SummerSlam, I think one of them said Shirai, and then the next times they were saying Sky, and that's why I was very confused.
yeah. Well, SummerSlam happened. Bailey's back. That was cool. I love that faction, and they've been taken over.
Yeah,
Control,
yeah, it's cool.
I think they're called.
And it's cool that Dakota was brought back.
Yeah. I love the comments on your Twitter, Murphs. Like, people were going, Murphs, did you finally get a job at Creative? And
Yeah.
hey,
I'm
here
not
for
that
this.
clever. I would never have put those three together. So I'm not that clever.
Oh, but by a matter of odds, I'm sure you would have at some stage.
At some point, I probably would have stumbled across it. But no, that's, as I think you made a good point, Cobra. Like, they are actually taking care of the characters now, and you feel as though things are going to get paid off. Like, it feels like everything's leading somewhere. Like Dexter Loomis coming back in
Just
the crowd.
saw that. That was very cool, and the fact that the crowd thought it was just some dude. You could see them protecting their partners, and
Yes,
that was great.
It was awesome, and that all was threaded through the show because they had a car accident in the background of a Kevin Owens interview, and everyone was wondering what that was about. And then they showed that 2 or 3 times through the night, and they showed it enough that you're like, what is that? And then it must have been Loomis who's burst in, crashed the car, and gone inside or something. And then it pays off at the end of the show, and you're like, wow, I really want to know what that's all about. That's shit that, like, they just weren't doing at all. It was just match, promo, match, promo, match, promo.
See, I thought
That's the
Rikishi
one
was
thing he's
back.
doing.
Yeah.
He tweeted about that, didn't he? He's like, it wasn't me, I swear. But that just makes wrestling fun. I love shit like that. I love shenanigans.
The dude that I'm a bit of a lukewarm reaction to Carrion being back.
Kazza.
Kazza.
He's all right.
Double
I
K.
was never that into him, and I was kind of like, I knew they absolutely
buried
they
him.
did. They messed it big time, and I thought it was kind of funny because I didn't think he really stood a chance as being a key player anyway.
Yeah.
But Triple H obviously is very into him, and he's coming out there with Drew and Roman straight away, so that's a big deal.
I think that shows what he thinks of him. It shows that he thinks he's going to be, well, he's going to get a shot at it anyway. Whether he makes it or not is another thing, but like, Triple H will give him every chance because he obviously loves him.
Looks great with his lady out there. They're a great duo. It's necessary they're together.
Yeah.
Oh, they're as a package. Without her, he's just like another big dude who is average. But with her, like, they can be really good, I think. And they're perfect for the main roster because he's a really, really good talker. And give him the chance to talk, and he'll be good, I think.
The hourglass.
Perfect character guy. Yeah, he's a character guy. So,
Would you have debuted him in the mid card somewhere to build up to main event first? I feel like that's a better spot for him.
I kind of love it when they just like, no, here he is. He's gonna be your guy or whatever.
Yeah.
Send him straight into Roman, sink or swim. If he's good enough, he'll do well. If he's not, then he will be in the mid card. But yeah, maybe. Like, it's always good to build someone, but I think if they look like that, like, I feel like you can look at him and go, yeah, you could beat the shit out of Roman, maybe.
Ali 450 splash into Styles Clash.
Oh,
Yeah.
Very cool.
God damn.
Wow.
God damn it.
that was just like, I watched that and I was like, this is like real PWG type shit.
a wrestling
like
company?
that. You never see that on Raw ever. That sort of stuff.
That was rad.
And it feels like the promos, like I think Drew McIntyre said something about a queef or some shit when he came out. I think they're just getting a little bit more freedom.
I heard people
Whether or
saying
not,
belts
like-
again. I didn't see it, but I
Did they?
read
I didn't
that
see
people
that.
walk
No.
around calling things belts again.
I didn't notice that. But
Belts,
that's amazing.
wrestling, wrestler.
Yeah, what the
World's
fuck?
gone mad.
It really has. It really has. And do we reckon Sasha and
Sasha
and
Naomi
Naza?
is the
on the way back?
word on the street.
Yeah. My pitch is that Dakota and Io win that tag title tournament, and then we have the return at maybe at Clash or something like that. When they win those belts, and Dakota should pin Raquel because she had that whole thing with her in NXT and never pinned her.
Okay.
Should pin her in the final and then bring back Sash and Naza to come in and fucking have a scrap for the straps, you know?
It feels like a lifetime ago that Kai was facing off with Raquel.
Yeah.
And it feels like it didn't happen. So
Because it pretty much didn't, according to... Like, if you ask anybody who watches Raw, it didn't happen. They don't know who the fuck that is. So, and that was the problem with Cross, is like nobody knows who that guy is. He wrestled Jeff Hardy once, is what that's all they would remember.
Commentary mentioning that he was an NXT champion and not that he beat Jeff Hardy once was a good move.
Yes.
Even that,
Spot
but
on.
even just doing that, that's another change.
Yeah.
Like even them acknowledging NXT was a thing and that it's actually a good thing that you've been a champion there. Like they had the package with Ciampa showing him
Oh, they did?
winning matches.
That's good. Yeah, cool.
So like that sort of stuff is going to make people care more. So it's been great.
I didn't really...
But now do they alienate the kids, the younger fan base who just want... I don't even know what they want.
Bullshit.
Cause
Is it?
bullshit.
They want the
they want
bullshit they've been
shenaniganery.
fed. Where's their bullshit?
Like Zeke.
Like Zeke.
They
I
want
did,
Zeke.
yeah. Well, I understand what you mean now. I didn't realize that had happened. So I just not seen him on TV for a couple of weeks. And then
He got absolutely
he got murked.
murked. What I want to see happen is I want to see Zeke injured, then Elrod come out to defend his brother. He gets injured, and then Elias comes back.
We never saw Elrod, right? We never saw the third brother.
No, and we have to see
I
Elrod.
would love to.
We have to. I just want to see what they. Is he just going to wear different tights, like different coloured tights?
He's got to
still
have a
looks the
stick-on
same.
moustache, I think. Yeah.
Elrod just seems to me like a real 80s comedy nerd name. Like, I'm just picturing...
Well, it sounds to me like it's shit, and that's what we want to see.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
I want to see rubbish like that. I don't want to see all really good
I need a
continuity. I
balance,
want to see
yeah.
some stuff that's like, oh, that's really shit, but
That's nice.
self-aware. You
Yeah.
know, I like self-aware shit. SmackDown's been shit.
Speaking of self-aware shit.
Well, no, like it's been a little bit better, but it's coming from a lot further back than what Raw was.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
SmackDown was just like, still needs a bit of work. But if you got Kaz across down there, who knows?
We're going to lose Veer Mahan, aren't we? We're not going to get any
Yeah.
more Veer action. And I
Yeah.
don't know what they're going to do with Theory now.
Yeah,
Veer-
he doesn't seem
Veer-
like a Triple H guy, does he?
No.
Maybe. Well, he's got the case though, so he has to do something. He'll lose that almost certainly.
He's got to lose it.
Yeah. He'll lose it to someone like Ciampa or like one of Triple H's, one of his guys.
I want Otis to get
He'll-
it back.
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good. Well, speaking of Otis, his mate Gable, him and Ziggler had a really good wrestle together.
Yeah, and Ziggles beat him. What happened to this Ziggle chowing down on Theory thing?
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't watching then.
Yeah.
So I think they might have just left that. But they had like a proper grappling match, like a real wrestling match, essentially. So I don't know whether they're taking Ziggler in that direction or not.
It was
But-
it was in Cleveland, and that's where Ziggler's from. I think they wanted hometown boy
Yeah.
to get a win, but also he was a high school wrestler, like amateur wrestler. So
Yeah, really good. Yeah.
Edge.
It was good. It was good.
Edge's
Yeah.
little return was cool. It was a cool haircut. He speared Dominic accidentally. I wanted to see him.
That looked good too. That was fun.
Yeah.
That looked fucking awesome.
I wanted to see him take out Judgment Day and then also beat the shit out of the Mysterios and be like, I'm fucking Edge.
Well,
This is who I
yeah.
am.
that would have
I'm-
been sick.
I'm hearing the thing on the highlights was like Rhea, Dom, and Nates. And it's because she beat up Dom backstage apparently, but all I
Yeah.
was thinking about obviously was Rhea as a dominatrix.
Well, I think that's the sort of I don't know if they're going in that direction, but Rhea posted a picture of her choking out Dom with her legs, and she's like, Dominic's out here living all your dreams,
Nice.
and loads of people loved it.
That's great.
And then she carried him out, and like she's like grabbing him by the hair and stuff, and everyone's like, I wish she'd grab me by the hair and all this sort of thing.
Is Dom
So they're
gonna
kind of leaning into it.
Dom gonna join the Judgment Day? People are talking about the heel turn. I haven't watched your video on it, but he was given a purple mask, wasn't he, by Ray? I think he was gifted
given
a black
the-
and purple mask.
I think it was like his old retro one that he wore
Oh yeah,
against
the Halloween
Eddie
one, yeah.
on WCW.
But
yeah,
it works.
something like that.
Purple.
But that would be cool if he wore that.
If he
like,
went heel and
Yeah.
wore a purple mask.
Well, he pushed Edge backstage on Raw
Mm.
and sort of like, why'd you spear me, bro? And Edge was like, just fucking chill. I could just eat you alive. You little
Yeah.
dead.
You and your little
And-
tuck shop arms.
Little tuck shop. Tuck shop's being kind too.
Yeah.
He needs to cover him up. But yeah, no, look, everything has been very, very good, and
Pretty nice.
the difference is now I can get invested in it because I'm like, oh, I know this is going to actually go
There
somewhere.
should probably be some payoff to this storyline, so I can commit.
Yeah,
Speaking of a dub, real quick,
yeah.
Jericho came out as Lionheart for his second match against Mox.
He shaved for it,
Shaved.
that was commitment.
Pretty good.
And
He's
then-
looking a lot better than I thought he would after he's lost the weight. He's looking pretty good for his age.
Mm.
We're making
Yeah, for
fun of him
sure.
for a while there, but he's looking pretty good.
Yeah, as you would at that age. I think he has to work super, super hard to get into that shape, and then
Yeah.
when he goes on tour or something, he's just like anybody. You
Yeah.
know, he's a human.
But
So
he looked like an older Lionheart, and it was cool.
yeah, yeah.
And a couple-
Because he had late last year, he had pulmonary embolisms in his lungs, so he had to like real drop the weight. Otherwise, he
Oh.
probably was going to die.
Talk is
Medical
Jericho,
shit.
bro. Yeah, this dude and his podcasts. Who the f listens to wrestling podcasts?
Jesus Christ!
What a wank
fuckhead.
basket.
You'd have to be a
Oh.
fucking loser. Go, oh, I'm going to bathe in my own wank and listen to wrestling.
Does Mayor
Yes.
Glenn Jacobs have a podcast?
I
want
don't
to
know,
hear his
but
podcast. I want to
he
hear what
should,
he
yeah.
has to say.
Yeah.
The only
Oh.
wrestler's opinions I care about.
Did he came out at SummerSlam. I haven't seen all of SummerSlam, but he
Yeah.
came out,
Yeah,
didn't he? What did he say?
he
said-
announced the attendance,
That's
and
fucking
it
weird,
was just
isn't it?
fucking weird.
He said, "You'll better be keeping your fetuses," and then he threw his arms down.
Y'all better not be killing y'all
"You'll better be
babies.
killing your babies. Kane's watching you. That's not how he talks.
Don't you be there killing y'all babies.
Of course, there was blood in the Mox match, and then CM Punk came out at the
Yeah.
end, and then Mox did this. What?
Yeah,
Yes,
there
he's
are a
stone
lot
cold.
of middle fingers.
I
of them.
thought about you, Cobra, when I saw him do like the little swivel thing, like when he turned around. I know how much you fucking hate that when he does that. When he's like turned around and he's like, ooh,
What?
you.
What?
That's what he's like. It's fucking pretty weird.
I don't.
But that will be good.
Yeah.
A good match. I'm looking forward to that grab. That'll be a good grab.
Yeah, CM Punk's got to win. Enough of that.
Do you
Mox
reckon?
rubbish. Well, he didn't get to defend his title.
You're
yet,
not a Mox
so he's
guy.
gotta-
Yeah,
No,
true.
but Punk, he was about to start his storylines and he had to leave, so he's not going to
Yeah,
lose.
they'll probably just resume
yeah.
where they were.
Yeah.
There was a fucking
But
dumpster match and a fucking coffin match
Hmm?
again. The ending to that coffin match was sick.
It was awesome.
Were
wasn't
they
it?
both
It actually
Derby?
worked perfectly. No,
No,
there was-
dumpster. Yeah,
Who was that? Dumpster was Arse Boys and the Acclaimed.
yeah. And the
And
Ass
it was
Boys
actually
dressed
really
up.
fun.
The Us Boys dressed up as the New Age Outlaws.
Nice.
How they
Yeah.
dressed in their dumpster match from like Mania.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, was that against
14?
Foley and Funk?
Yeah,
Yeah, Foley and Funk. Yeah, it's fucking great. Yeah, that was fun. But the finish to the casket match was fucking crazy. It's pretty
Yeah.
graphic.
yeah.
Like he hangs him and then he collapses into the. He's hanging him with a chain
Yeah.
and he fucking collapses into the thing.
Brilliant.
It's pretty. I can't wait to see some of that bullshit when WWE really kicks it up.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see some blood. Cody's going to come back and f***ing bleed straight away.
Bloods.
You know he's coming in.
More dudes
And he's just
hanging
gonna
from
be-
cells.
Yeah.
Noose. Yeah.
But dude, should do that shit again.
Mm.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, bring it back.
Imagine the stockholders. They would love that. Someone hung
Hanged.
on the pay-per-view.
Hanged.
Hanged.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. My
Never
bad.
understood that, but it's hanged.
Doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't make sense does it? Linguistically, but a lot of things don't make sense linguistically.
No, that's correct.
Now,
Do you think the momentum can continue with Ribbolay, or do you think he's going to get a little bit NXT? You know how NXT sort of became a parody of itself eventually, once he'd done a load of the big debuts, and that's my only concern.
Mm.
I think there's
He's
so
got
many
such a
dudes
fucking
in
great
the
roster.
system.
It can
Yeah.
become a bit AE dubs where they just rely on
The
new
returns and
new return. Well, instead of new signees, returns,
Mm. I actually saw a tweet. Someone tweeted saying, "Gee, I wish WWE would stop signing all these ex-WWE guys. You might stifle it a little bit."
But how good is that? AEW can't say they're doing it. Like, it's... Yeah.
As long as they don't bring Matt Cardona back, because he's not interested in pantsing anybody, and I don't care for it.
That's a fucking super weird question, though. Like, I didn't even understand what you meant by that. What did you actually mean by that? Can you actually clarify what you actually meant by that?
Okay. Do you actually... I was drunk.
I actually generally... I know you were drunk. I was there.
You seem stone cold sober to me. I was just standing there filming.
I just literally... I was being as metaphorical.
As in...
I didn't mean whose belt was he going to rip out of their pants. I meant, like, who are you going to pants? Like, whose belts are you going to take away?
It doesn't... Why didn't you just say that? Why didn't you just say, like, who do you want to be? Who do you want to wrestle for the belt?
Just wanted to know who he wanted to pants.
Cobra doesn't dumb himself down.
Why can't he live in my head?
No,
why can't he completely understand what I'm saying?
I hope he thinks about it. And he's like, that was a fucking super weird question, man. Do you reckon he thought about it after? Like, do you reckon he went back and spoke to Chelsea and he's like,
he couldn't get it up that night. He was like, why was he asking who had pants?
He actually answered the question.
Yeah, he started answering the question.
Yeah.
And then I interrupted
him. He came around. I wasn't
listening to it.
Yeah. No, and it was pretty loud in there, so it's pretty hard to hear anyway.
Yeah.
And you're nervous. Well, I don't think you were nervous, but you were just not listening.
I wasn't nervous. I could just tell that he was done with the question.
He should come on our podcast to boost his numbers on his podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I saw photos of Cesaro and a few other AEW/ROH talent at like a soccer game in America. And Cesaro went there with his ROH title. And I'm thinking, do people know who the this is? Or
no way,
is he...
Man.
They're just like, wow, who's this massively in-shape guy with a title belt?
Yeah, no one would have any clue.
Nobody, like, if he was carrying around a WWE title, they might go, oh, that's WWE.
With the big
But
W.
if you're carrying around the ROH title,
no,
nobody knows who the you are, man.
Apparently, Tony... This is from one headline from one website.
Yep. I think I know what you're going to say.
Difficult to work with. Bit of a dickhead.
Oh.
Worse than Vince.
That which... This guy's... Vince is 20 in the hole trying to people, and they're saying Tony Khan's worse. I don't know, man.
Well, not
Vince is pretty
not
bad,
with
dude.
his dick, though. Not worse
no,
with
he's
his
just
dick.
an asshole.
He's
No,
just...
Tony wouldn't even talk to the girls backstage, man. Or the guys. He'd be just like...
Tony would hop from idea to idea. Like, he just...
Yeah.
No,
Can you imagine him seeing like a crowd of girls and he's like... Girls smell. Women's wrestling sucks. That's what he's like. That's what he books his show like. I don't think he likes it. Or he just too shy to talk to him. So he's just like, I can't talk to Rebel.
He wants to be all attitude here. And back then, women's wrestling sucked. And that's where he is. You're like, well...
Yep. I think he would be a subscriber to Tony Storm's OnlyFans. That's just a wild theory I'm going to throw out there. Write a headline about that. Sean Ross Sapp.
Yeah, Sean Ross Sapp. Do you listen to this podcast?
No, he definitely doesn't. Ric Flair had his last match. That was what I was trying to bring up.
Yeah, he passed out.
And he
twice.
passed out twice. He passed out twice.
He was blaming his strict regimen in the weeks prior. He was getting drunk every night before this match, and he didn't drink any water that night. So
and then he did another match in Puerto Rico anyway.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? After that,
liar.
He's a dickhead, absolute wanker.
He'll never retire. He'll die in the ring. And
he will. Absolutely, he will. Oh,
unbelievable! That match was shit from what I saw too.
I just saw a couple of little things. He won with a figure four while he was lying down. He couldn't even get up to do it.
It was essentially a double pin. He should have lost or drawn at least. But like he said, you can see him mouth the words to Andrade. He said, "I passed out," and then he grabs his head and he's like, "You're right." It's like, yeah, because you're like 85 years old, man. You shouldn't be in there.
The article I read, it just sounds like Andrade is still really bad at English. And that's his father-in-law, right? And it sounds like it was just like, Mister, your turn, Mister.
He's only 73.
Mr. Flair,
Mr. Flair, Mr. Flair, figure 4.
Why are you sleeping in the ring?
Wake, Mr. Flair. Mr. Flair, I your daughter. Wake up. Hey.
Oh shit! I don't think
Why
Tony
was-
Khan particularly likes Andrade either.
No.
So.
Why was Danielson excited about talking about flaccid penises?
I don't actually know. I haven't read into that.
What?
But we are. So we don't talk about flaccid.
That's
we
why I
don't talk
brought it
about
up. I'm like,
artists here.
what are you
Yeah.
doing?
Flaccid dicks are a lot more exciting. Like a big flaccid dick is a lot more impressive.
Than a
We're
hard
not,
dick.
Yeah, we're not getting.
We
into
have
girls
talked
and
about
show-
this.
We're not getting into girls and shows again, but we didn't talk about just how impressive it is to see a huge flaccid cock.
What do you think Ric Flair's flaccid dick's like?
It's huge.
You reckon?
It shrinks when it gets hard.
Just not much, but
It's off the rails. This is off the rails. They were charging an exorbitant amount for that.
That would
I think it was like $100 odd
brilliant.
for the pay-per-view. Why? Who
Um,
pays that?
Tractor lifting the ring at SummerSlam, that was beautiful.
That's the kind of shit shenanigans you want to see, man.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous shit. Roman's bump out of the ring as it went up
Yeah.
was phenomenal.
Did you see that he caught the mic as well? That when Brock,
Yeah.
that was brilliant.
I don't think Roman could be firing any higher cylinders right now.
No, Roman's great.
That catch and the wink where he's like, I'm all over this, man. Let's do this. Lift that ring up and let's trash this joint. So good, man. I just want to see more shenaniganery. I want to see Johnny Gargano come back.
Let's do it barnyard
And just-
style.
and-
Where
and
is
do
he?
the-
Was he
and
released?
do the
Or?
thing.
He was released.
Yeah, he's released.
Did he get?
Everyone
No, I
was
thought he
talking
left.
AEW, but now Ribbollet is back.
Yeah,
Oh no, I
cool.
don't think he was released. Yeah, I think he just
disappeared.
walked.
I walked.
Yeah.
Also, the maximum male models thing.
Is that still
I
going?
hope it does. I hope it is.
I need a bit more
I
f***ery
really
like that.
enjoyed it. I really
Yeah.
liked it.
As I was saying to Cobra, that was one of the top 3, if not the best SummerSlam moment.
That was the only moment that my
Is that when he
fever
did he pour
ass was
water on
into.
himself?
Yeah,
They both did.
just kept missing the mouth, and it was
That's
it was
good.
brilliant.
I like it.
It was
I
brilliant.
like it. More of that shit.
Yeah, more of that, please.
Do you reckon Rico's a chance to come back under the Ribbollet?
I think.
Or
I
not?
think perhaps at least a Rumble entrant.
Or maybe he'll wrestle Ric Flair and they'll both pass out. I don't know what his situation's like at the moment. Anyway.
Where's Chuck?
Uh,
You haven't seen Chuck in so
Palumbo?
long. Yeah, is he?
he's not dead, is he?
Is he?
No, I don't.
We should know.
Hang on. Statman should bring
Statman,
that up.
Chuck Palumbo
Statman,
dead.
can you I don't think he is.
Charles
I don't-
Palumbo is an Italian-American television personality, motorcycle and automotive designer / fabricator, home designer / builder, and former professional wrestler.
Oh,
Holy shit.
that's pretty low
Okay.
down on the occupations there.
He wasn't great.
No, but he's in for a while, right?
He's not dead though.
Not dead.
Surely you can confirm whether he's dead or not.
He's
It'll say it,
hosting, essentially he's hosting...
So he's not dead, is what you're saying?
No, he's still alive.
Okay.
Still alive. He's into cars and motorbikes and stuff now as his main career, and he's hosting Discovery Channel shows about cars and
Is he
motorbikes.
still on TV?
Right.
I
He's a
think.
good looking guy, so I can see it. I can see it.
Shake to 8?
Sure.
Oh,
Great.
roll the stinger.
June 23. You have to edit
Wait.
that a bit.
Stinger.
June 23rd. The wheels on the bus. Go yourself.
That's yeah.
It's. I found I've had to look a lot harder for some quality, but it's still there. July 5th. What? This is really in depth. If you don't follow the Sheik or its Boss Time podcast, you
Right.
might not get it. But it's what movie better?
doesn't
MI7
Okay.
or
Yeah.
IBTF 00HH8.
What?
MI7, which is,
Mission Impossible 7.
Yeah.
or IBT F00HH8. I beat the out of Hulk Hogan 8.
Yeah, that's good.
Did Sheik ever actually
niche,
beat
though.
Hulk Hogan? Didn't he just lose his title to him? Did he actually ever
I'm
beat him?
positive
Yeah.
he would have never beaten
He
him.
would have never beaten him, right?
I don't think he would have ever beaten him.
No.
But that's why he fucking hates him.
Yeah.
I always made him look good. I always got him over. And he always fucking beat me. Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, Bovada tweeted, name an athlete that gets a lot of hate, but you low-key respect.
Ah.
And this, I don't know why I found this so funny, but it's just such a throwback. Bovada, name an athlete that gets a lot of hate, but you low-key respect. Iron Sheik, quote tweets, Airbud.
What?
The dog from the Disney movie series that played basketball. The golden retriever that played basketball with humans.
I don't know how the team let that one slip through.
Brilliant.
Thank you so much,
Good.
gentlemen. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. I've got no wisdom
Good to
tonight.
see your
I'm just getting
faces.
back into this. I've got nothing. We're just talking about wrestling tonight.
Your wisdom is valuable, though. So you got nothing?
I have no wisdom.
Don't rake leaves in the wind.
Don't rake leaves in the wind.
Yeah, it's pointless because there's blowback where you raked them from.
Where did you hear that?
I thought that was an age-old saying.
Is it? Oh.
There's nothing more impressive than seeing a big flaccid penis. I thought we
Don't
covered this.
rake leaves in the wind. There's nothing. That's not really wisdom.
Don't wrestle when you're 73 and you've been drinking for fucking 73 years, essentially.
Yeah.
And pass out
I
in
think
the
just
ring.
generally speaking, stop wrestling if you hit 60.
Yeah, unless you're...
Make a couple of appearances in your 50s if you're in really good shape, but once you're 60, that's it.
Because you could see Stone Cold teetering on the edge.
Mm.
And
Yeah, that's it.
Flair. Don't pass out in the ring. Don't be a fucking idiot. This is my advice. Don't be a fucking idiot, okay?
Do a Goldberg. Have a 30-second match. It's okay. It's okay to
An attempt to kill Bret Hart in your prime.
attempt to kill. Yeah.
Don't have another last match when you've already had a last match, bruh.
Stop having last matches. Don't be the
Stop
John
charging
Farnham of
100
wrestling.
US for a
Don't
pay-per-view.
rake leaves in the wind. When you see a huge flaccid cock, appreciate it in the moment. Don't look away. If you're in a situation where you shouldn't be looking at it, just enjoy it while you can, because you don't know how many times you're going to get that opportunity to see a monster flaccid cock.
What if it's regular size?
A regular size, yeah, look away. That's rude. That's rude.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks,
Cheers.
Bob.
Sports entertainment and now fifth have only one royal.
Family.